Hey guys, welcome back to Brickwater Bay. Today we're looking at the fire station and the pet store and townhouse. These two models sit just here next to the Grand Emporium and Brick Bank, with the fire station pointing in the direction of yourselves. Um, this was one of the earlier models that I picked up. I think that was about the third or fourth model that I picked up. And the least enjoyable out of the lot, I would say. There's very little interior in either of them, to the point where the townhouse, rather than having it as an occupied townhouse, I've actually gone for a townhouse which has been renovated. And I made my own custom built scaffolding on the front. It's not the safest looking scaffolding in the world, but it replicates scaffolding close enough. So yeah, I've gone for it being renovated rather than it being a lived-in property. It does look a bit outdated against the rest of the buildings, and it's also next to a construction site as well, which you'll see in later videos. But yeah, that's the pet shop and the townhouse. The only thing that I've really done to these is put tiles on the roof of them, and then obviously the scaffolding, change the pavements on the front. This one, however, I came into Lego in about 2020. I started collecting Lego again after a child-long break. So yeah, I've not played it since I was 8, 9 years old, and my son got me back into it, and I always love this one. I saw it quite a few times before I got back into Lego, but because I only got into Lego in 2020. This one was just out of the price range at that time. I think it was selling for about £300 back then, and I just couldn't justify it. And there were so many other buildings that I needed to get from the Lego collection that I'd seen on Rebrickable. Some of them you'll see in the up and coming videos. But there's so many other sets that I could get for less money to grow my city quicker, that I went down the route of buying them rather than buying this building. I ended up parting it out off of Bricklink, with the parts that I've got in my spares as well. I think it cost me about £120 to part out the Fire Brigade building in the end. And I've subsequently got the box and instructions for it pretty cheap as well. So I actually have a complete set now. But the Fire Brigade itself, completely standard. Obviously, you'll see down the front, there's some plants growing up the front of it. I just wanted to add a bit of colour to it, add a bit of difference to it. Everyone else's seems to look exactly the same, and I felt I needed mine to stand out. One of the other things that I've incorporated into the building is the Mills road system. So you'll notice that the Mills system sits lower than the causeway, and you'll notice the entrance here into the fire station also sits lower than the causeway. So in here I've replicated as Lego did it, but in Mills form, all the way through the middle of the building. That was quite difficult to do. It quite tricky to get all of the parts to fit right. You'll notice that this is a back-to-back building. Most of my buildings are built in this way. Like I said before, I have them in pairs for ease of carrying when I go to shows. With the Mills plate, it's rock solid, it doesn't move, there's no risk of dropping it as such, apart from clumsiness. But I also like to make sure that I detail the alleyways, which quite often get forgotten about. And this alleyway is littered with letters and rubbish and waste food, bubblegum wrappers, and like plants growing out everywhere and a wild dog. So I try and add detail behind the buildings as well, which I think gets missed a lot. Lego miss it, and a lot of after builders also don't ever pay any attention to the back of the buildings. But you can make some really cool scenes down the back. Every single alleyway in mine is fully detailed, and they all connect onto each other, and the theme all follows all the way down. So I'll show you that as we get more and more of the alleyway buildings into the city. But what we'll do now, we'll get these two taken apart. Again, these don't have any lights in them yet. The roads don't have any lights in them yet. When I start fitting lights into these buildings, I will start doing videos showing you how to do so. I'd really encourage you all to give it a try, because it is very easy. Once you've done your first one or two, and you get into the rhythm of it and understanding how they connect together. It is very easy to install, and minimalistic damage to the buildings, and the wiring's hidden very well these days. I know trying a lighting kit probably about 3 or 4 years ago, and the amount of wires was just insane. So they have got a lot better at keeping them tidy. But yeah, this is the Fire Brigade pet shop. Let's get them stripped down, take a look inside, and then we'll get them into the city as well. We've got the buildings all stripped down now. Let's take a look at the Fire Brigade to start with. The Fire Brigade, as I was saying before about the Mills roads, the bricks are on their side. It allows you to lower it to the main road outside all the way through, and gives you like a raised curb with a warning area. Looking inside, the building's all been fully tiled, and this was the alleyway. As you can see, it's all very detailed. The inside of this building I've not done anything with, apart from the scaffolding outside the front, and again with the pet shop, I've not added any further detail into that one. You've got the pet shop floor, first floor, and the townhouse first floor. Got the Fire Brigade, the roof of the pet shop and townhouse, and then the roof of the Fire Brigade, all tiled in black tiles this time. I am missing a few from the corners, and I want to change that out in there. And then the roofs of the pet shop as well. So let's get these two buildings put back together, and then we can take them over and reinstall them in the city. Right then, guys, so that's my Fire Brigade and pet shop and townhouse, and they belong just in here. Sit just there, like so. And as you can see now, the road is all the way level through into the fire station. Just grabbed a few more vehicles just to add on. As you can see, it starts getting very difficult to get over this row of buildings. So yeah, I'll add these in as we go. But that's your fire station, pet shop, all installed in the city. Thank you very much for watching again today, guys. Please like and subscribe. I will just do a few quick camera views of the two new buildings going in, just so that you can see the changes as we go. The next one is going to be the garage and the sanctum, which I know a lot of people dislike as a modular building. I think it actually works really well in this city. It has that right vibe for me. Obviously, I don't have the Avengers figures all over it like some people do, but it's each their own with things like that. But yeah, just getting there. Let's get the next building in. So I'll see you guys next time. Thank you very much. So that's the brick bank with pet shop next door to it. Just one thing that you won't have noticed before with the tree, obviously that's on the base plate of brick bank, but it does hang over the pet shop. And you've got the scaffolding outside as well. A quick look over into the middle. You see here we're at the end of the alleyway, and that bin at the back makes more sense now as well. Panning over across University, Grand Emporium, to the new Fire Brigade building. And as you can see from the road, in this section here is where it says keep clear, and that's that no one blocks the entrance into the fire station. So we'll see you again next time for the garage and the sanctum install.